like way too up, can't bring me down. 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 Motivate you like a preacher. I just pray to God I reach you. Lift you up just like a pastor. Spend my life ducking disaster. Way too up, can't bring me down. 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 Way too up, won't see me.
Hey, yo, 420 kids live direct in effect. Oklahoma City bound to Amarillo to D-Town. Knowledge is key, is till a dirty Mac. And what's happening?
God,
yes, sir. Raise. What is this naive?
What it do, man?
Boy. What it do, man?
Salute, man.
Salute to all the God
body salute. I'm gonna get sued tonight. Salute. God body salute.
Yes, sir. Hey, for real.
Now let's go sue me tonight. God body
salute. Hey, real talk. Yeah, y'all go hit that link.
Episode, hit that link. Like, share, subscribe if you're new to the channel. First off, and in today's episode, we got Tupac Shakur murder investigation, as well as Little Baby open up a seafood restaurant in the community. Let's go into this quick little video article real quick.
We start with breaking news first from our 8 News Now investigators. Metro Police confirming they searched a home Monday as part of the ongoing investigation into the death of Tupac Shakur, the rapper who was shot and killed 1 block off the Las Vegas Strip in September of 1996. Sources say detectives served the search warrant at a home in Henderson near Interstate 11 and Wagon Wheel Drive. No one is in custody at this time. We'll keep you posted as we learn more.
Anybody can take the floor on Tupac Shakur, you know what I mean? Say what you got for us. Knowledge is key, man.
Hey, I appreciate the investigation and all that, man. I think it's, it's a great humbling thing, but I think they 30 years late though. Bro died in 96. It's well documented. The person that if anybody killed him, the person that probably did it is not here to speak about it no more. So I say great on the news update and all that, but I don't know, man. I might have to pass. We're gonna go further into it, but I just hit up quick on that, man. I just gotta say that, god dang, a little bit, too late. I don't know how you investigate something 30 years later when the involved parties are deceased. I don't know what kind of investigation it is. It's Tiller, man. What you got though, God? But it was popping.
Man, I like, is this still a thing? That's I'm pretty sure a lot of people done chalk that shit up there. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? The only time people start talking about it again is when they either put a new documentary out. They put something out talking about it. Here we go again. It's a damn distraction. It's a damn distraction. And the reason I say that is because motherfuckers know how our people revere Tupac, right? So what better way than to distract people than to put this back up here again? Put this back up here again. Let's put it back up here again. Oh, they talking too good. They talking too much good stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of positive. We got a lot of positive things going on, right? And here we go. You want to bring this up. You want to highlight seemingly black on black crime, what they would want to call it, black on black crime. But we all know, and it's just another situation that make our people look at each other in a messed up manner. You see what I'm saying? Now that this is coming back out, now people gonna be grumbling about Suge again. You see what I'm saying? Nobody can get on with their life. If you want to keep bringing it up, the man dead. Y'all didn't do him no justice when it first happened. Y'all didn't put all these the resources that y'all could have put into it. Y'all had it going other places. You got detectives on record saying that they was basically they couldn't get the help. They couldn't. You see what I'm saying? He knew something was up, but he's like, man, it's too many obstacles to get around. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, and then like Knowledge said, the guy that the number one suspect, he dead. He been dead for a long. He been dead about 20 years. So it's, that. Maybe I think they should just let it go ahead and,
Hey, I can dig it. Go ahead and let them rest in love or rest in peace.
Rest, man. Just let
rest
it
in music.
Right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let him rest as an outlaw. You know what I'm saying? Let Pac have his peace, man. Let Pac have his peace. Let Pac have his peace.
Hey, you use some hell of a things though, bro. I think it's like a definite shot to say it's a distraction, but not only to say has he been gone for a long time, and there has been detectives on record saying that pretty much they didn't want to solve the case when it happened, though. I mean, but I think it's adrenaline, bro. I get to that shit. I know it's this dirty time to speak. I definitely get to it though.
Oh, chime in though, anytime though. But definitely, man, me personally, since no Las Vegas casino has ever been robbed, to find out that somebody got killed a block away from the most secured place probably in America is just, startling. So like he said from Jump Sheet, is 30 years too late, 96. Well, we in 2023, that's 27 years, 28. They're not trying to solve it. They're just using this as a publicity stunt, along with other artists in the music industry that are getting assassinated or killed for their masters. So, hey, man, this is television, that's been going on 30 years. And just look at the artists that keep on. These are sacrifices, or, in the music industry, these are occult rituals going on right in front of our eyes. And it's easy, like Tiller said, for us to deem it off as black on black crime. You know what I mean? And I can assure you that's not the case. Just look at what Tupac was talking about. He's talking about all the stuff that's going on now. You know what I mean? So, this is one of the music greats. This ain't just no ordinary rapper. This is one who was considered coast to coast, one of the greats of all times. So, just look at all our goals. They getting some type of derogative imagery that's they're being portrayed as, from Muhammad Ali to Mike Tyson to the celebrities, especially rappers. Rappers got it bad now. They're signaling the rappers, COINTELPRO, because I think they think the next Messiah, because everybody else so trained, they gonna say what they don't want to offend. The power structure.
The power structure, yeah.
They don't want to offend the power structure, so they're gonna follow suit. But the rappers, they not following suit, so paying close attention to them. That's my little piece on that, though. What you got for me, brother?
Oh yeah, God body. So it's a good thing you brought up sacrifice. Because deep down they know if you bring up this murder that supposedly happened 27, say let's take 27 years ago. If this murder happened 27 years ago, what is the objective of putting this in our face today? The objective is adrenaline. Day to day, and I'm gonna get to this adrenochrome because this is definitely a future podcast. But adrenaline. People think they get kids up early in the morning, have them go to school, and then take tests. With those tests, they teach a child to worry. Damn, I gotta pass this test for this or that. Then when you get older and you have to get into the work field, you got adrenaline. You have to pay rent. You got to keep insurance. You got to get tags in your car. You might get a ticket. It's a constant thing that's not really real. Fear is an illusion. So if somebody can bring fear, saying Tupac got killed, we investigated. Now your adrenaline starts back running through your body, a certain way. Now they about to find who killed Tupac. All of these is chess games. Like it's playing on the intelligence are playing on the emotions of people that are fragile. I mean, face it, the majority of people are fragile. There's not a single person in this world that's dealing with nothing. And the only thing we should be waking up doing is watching plants grow, watching the waves hit the ocean line, watching the wind blow through the trees. No one should be worried. There's so many podcasts to do, man. They have lockouts going on in Hollywood. I'm talking about in the
Writers Guild.
field.
The Writers Guild.
Hey, seriously. There's strikes going on everywhere. Strikes in the medical field, strikes in the entertainment industry. If people are not paying attention, we better pay attention to these strikes, and everybody just stop at one time, because as long as we continue to feed this beast, it's gonna feed off our blood pumping hard, off the fear. We're gonna make irrational decisions. We're gonna do all type of different things because of the pressures of this world. So I think the Tupac investigations is just another one of those things. It's to get your adrenaline pumping. Hey, these rappers been killing each other. It's a whole lot, man. You bring everything that doesn't exist and put it in the now into people's face. I mean, if they wanted to know who killed Tupac, they could have been over with. They could have been over with. Matter of fact, they wanted to save that, man. The system is set up. I mean, he was one of the people saying, rappers responsible for what they say. He tried to come up with a game plan that made him a problem, and I think now they want to bring these problems up into 2023, and he's not here to speak for himself. You know what I mean? So, the investigation, I think the whole thing is a hoax. It's several things to call it. Tupac's auntie is still wanted in America. She's wanted for murder that she definitely didn't commit. I mean, so it's a lot. It's a lot to go on to say with the Tupac murder investigation. But I think more than anything, it is enough adrenaline. It's enough people going crazy because of how times are right now. We don't need any more people, thinking or worried about who killed Tupac. Man, let's Hey, look, but let's celebrate his life. Let's celebrate the God life. God body, we're going to celebrate his life. We ain't worried about y'all catching or nobody catching nobody. I say that's definitely not the focus on that end.
God body salute. Because we know who killed him. You hear me? We know who killed him already. Shit.
Hey.
It's no secret.
Y'all know we done had multiple conversations when it comes to the death of rappers, death of artists in the music industry, and Dirty, you always come down to the masters, right? And in this case, it's about the
strikes
masters.
Going on, like we talk about in every industry. Strikes.
Look,
it's a strike going on. You hear me?
Now, this the thing right here. In Pac's situation, it's about the masters, and it's about the masters, the power structure, right? The people in control of what's going on in a different format. It's deeper than rap. When it come to Pac, it ain't just about music. It wasn't just about his music money. It's about what the fuck he had, what he represented. You see what I'm saying? As a man, you see what I'm saying? That he instilled a lot of that black power into cats that didn't grow up in that Black Panther era. You see what I'm saying? Shit like that. But he was an offspring. He was a branch off of that. You know what I'm saying? So even outside in his music, and when he talked outside of his music, you see what I'm saying? He was very empowered for our whole community, not just about the music. That's how we got everybody's attention. You see what I'm saying? Yes, it's about the masters and the money that come behind his music, right? But it's also about his influence. It's deeper than rap. You see what I'm saying? It's deeper than the money, you know what I'm saying? Which shit, in their eyes, that's good enough. Money is a good enough reason right there. But he represented something more dangerous to the power structure. That's why he had to be getting rid of. That's why they took him out. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was set up like that. Ain't no motherfucking way in here. I'd have been to Vegas. Ain't no motherfucking way in hell motherfucker get shot on the goddamn strip, nigga, and don't nobody see nothing. Don't know about what nothing. No good, hard incriminating evidence. That should have been a point down. It's cars everywhere. The street wasn't empty.
And cameras everywhere.
Cameras, it wasn't empty like now y'all can't see nothing.
Yeah.
Y'all zoomed all in on the nigga when they had the little altercation in the motherfucker inside the goddamn thing. You pick a book out that nigga knows how close they zoomed in on that shit. You know what I'm saying?
You better believe it.
But y'all, man, come on, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what time it is in Vegas. And unless it's 3:00 in the afternoon, you might not see nothing then, because don't nobody be out really in the daytime. But at night in Vegas, shit, long as the damn moon out, everybody out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like beating a dead horse. I'm cool on it. You know what I'm saying? He dead. We resurrected that nigga and everything. We resurrected that nigga already. We already resurrected him. Machiavelli. We already resurrected him already. So his shit still live. That's how powerful he is. You see what I'm saying? For some reason, I feel like they trying to just, maybe this is some type of reach. Like they reaching to try to just dead the issue, but it's no issue other than what he represented, which they can't never kill. You see what I'm saying? Nobody can ever kill the representation that you put out there, especially when it's a powerful. You see what I'm saying? When you make yourself known like that, you never die. Because on one end, the influence that you left will always have you living on. But then you got, in this case, they act like they don't know who the fuck did it when they do, and they just make it. This how they keep making money off this shit. We gonna make some more money off this nigga. God damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you fucking better
Pass
believe
that.
Yeah. Hey, that's right. I appreciate that insight, man. You better believe it, man, what the brother stood for, you know, because they often demonize Black power so often where African Americans will act like empowering themselves is something demonic. Because only a fool wouldn't want to empower himself. You hear me? So when you're speaking along the Black Panthers, things of that nature, you're talking about lines. They were doing free lunches for the school. They were doing tutoring things. They was doing all kind of good stuff for the community, trying to actually empower the community. This was what made them a major threat. You know, they were talking about things like Black economics, money circulating between people who look like us, empowering ourselves. And now today, they have given African Americans this love everybody else except self indoctrination. So we love everybody else except self. We often point out things going on in our community more than the media. You hear me? See, because they can't afford to talk like this on public. They can't demonize African Americans like that on the national stage, you know, because they have international laws. So they have to hire the Negroes that'll do it for them. You hear me? The Candace Owens, the Charleston Whites, the people that's in a higher position financially, living in better neighborhoods, and all they can do is demonize people who look like them instead of fight injustices. Hey, what's going on, King? What's going on? Body salute. What's up? What's happening? Yeah, you better dig it. Yes, sir. Hey, you can.
That's how we do.
They both need to be. Hey, boy, that's a motherfucking show.
That's how we do.
Yes, sir. Read, brother. But empowering ourselves is definitely a major issue or a major indoctrination that we need to adopt as African Americans. We need to empower ourselves with some type of economic code of armor, how we spend our money. You hear me? You know, we have to educate ourselves. We want to empower ourselves economically, educationally, politically, community, as well as socially. You know, so we're trying to build a network of strong young leaders and older people who we need to bridge the gap between the elders and the youth. With that being said, though, we're gonna run right into this next video article.
Fine city, and why that is important, because beginning of this restaurant this day, the owners thought it was very important to start right here on the streets and the neighborhood in which he grew up in, to come back to provide economic opportunity and jobs to the people, his friends, his neighbors. But before we go further and cut this ribbon, there's a couple of people that I'd like to say thank you to who actually helped the man open the building up. Deshawn Jones, of course, have to mention her name, definitely. That's right. Hey, there we go. We have Chad Dillon as well with us, who collaborated. And then we have to know the inside was designed by a beautiful black woman. There we go. Who wanted to infuse seafood and music together. So remember that when you walk inside, that one of our very queens designed the building, Miss Jasmine Smith.
Knowledge is key. Little baby opening seafood in the neighborhood. Tell me about it.
Hey, shout out to little baby. What up, God, buddy? Hey man, seafood, music, that New Orleans style, bro, that's hard to beat in any city. It's hard to beat in any city, man. And congratulations to that brother, because we often counted out. We often looked at as less. That young man, not even 30 years old, he's done a lot, and he's opening up. I think seafood is the best food. That's like steps away from the soul food. You can have a little Caribbean twist. Yeah, God body. Congratulations. Shout out to Solar Dread too. What's up, Goddess? What's popping with you? But definitely, man, I think I think that I had to just congratulate and commend. I say, man, congratulations. I think it's nothing better than seeing young brothers and sisters actually doing. Then he said he had a black woman design. I'm interested in seeing. I got to go to ATL and see. I'm interested. I want to see what's up with it. You know what I'm saying? Since she designed it, this is. Hey, it's what's happening, man.
Imagine the skyline designed by African Americans, though. A city, a whole city, a skyline, you hear me? Imagine.
Man, our best minds, we get the best minds that are developed when they're younger, and we actually build in cities. See, man, bro, we got some real stuff to start going into, diving into, to definitely explore who we are. Because I think we great, but we still got to put in the work. And I think we forget that just because we've had Jordans, Bo Jacks, we've had the richest people ever been in America and outside of America. But those people put in the work. We got to get back to doing the part where we actually doing the work instead of just, talking or saying people always trying to hold us down. And hey man, little baby, he put in the work. He put in the work. Shout out to that. Shout out to that dude.
Before I go broke like Jock, go with that dog like Pete.
Hey, yes sir, Bobby.
On the little baby, what's the business?
Man, yes, man, definitely. Big salute.
Appreciate
big
that
salute
insight too, brother, man.
Big salute to little baby, man. Big salute to little baby. Definitely appreciate that move deeply, because this is what we talk about. This is what we need more of this. I hear right now, challenge other young rappers, not just young, older also, to go ahead and follow suit. You know what I'm saying? Lil Baby said it. They say they call him the hero. So he be saving it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to just kind of point out what was going on about a week or so ago with Lil Baby name. You know what I'm saying? They had him plastered all over on the internet with these little pictures and everything like that. A distraction. Now here he was the whole time setting up, getting ready to open up this dang on restaurant. Every time a black man get to doing some good shit, here go a distraction. Here go a distraction. You see what I'm saying? How is it that you got these artists that be making women and people sign NDAs to fuck with them and all that shit like that? How do you end up on pictures in compromising positions? You see what I'm saying? The little setup. You know what I'm saying? I don't really appreciate that when this young man has some good shit in store, in the works, and now it's here. But I applaud him also, not just for opening up the restaurant in the black community, but actually not paying that nonsense any sense, like paying it no attention, like not even giving it no thought, not even commenting on it, and just focusing on what he had going on. You see what I'm saying? Just wanted to point that little part out, how they was kind of smearing my guy. They was trying to smear my guy. 50 Cent spoke up for him. I seen that for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, y'all tripping. But like I said, I just wanted to point out that little distraction that was going on. You see what I'm saying? To steer people away from the little baby name so they wouldn't even understand or know that he had this going on. You know, it's still people right now that don't know that this nigga done opened up a restaurant.
Yeah.
But they was very in tune with them damn pictures.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So make sure y'all spreading this good news out about this young man. Y'all tried to smear him. Now prop him back up.
Yeah.
Now prop him back up. Like,
hey, absolutely. I 100% agree. I done froze his ass like Sub-Zero.
Damn, say, goddamn, wake up.
Wake up. I done froze out here.
Yeah, bro, with them fires.
Absolutely, though. Like the brother, the celebrities have major influence. So, when we see them doing things of that nature, they'll hopefully influence the lower classmen. And that's not to say. And Miss Soladri, she said she got a cookbook. Drop it in the pull up on her advertising.
Yeah.
Send me the link right now. While I get the cookbook right now, and it better be some good shit. Now don't be putting what kind of cookbook it is that you got. Yeah, we're gonna get it too right now. We need a cookbook, but most definitely circulating money in the black community is a big deal. Because that's circulating our currency through people who look like us to take care of future generations. You hear me? When we look at each other, it's in a derogative images. Just everything black is negative. Black male, black list, black cat. Even the black cat is negative. You hear me? This is a black cat. You hear me? Everything black is negative. So with that indoctrination, this is how we view each other. But yet the foreigners, they come into our communities and exploit billions of dollars because they see the money. It take the Asian to come in our community and see, with the African-American woman being the most educated mind, you can't tell me we can't corner the market on the hair industry since 99% of the dollars is coming from African-American women with the straight hair indoctrination. Basically they have to go into European workforce and with a different heritage, but looking like Europeans. It's just now we've come to the point to where natural hair is becoming a thing. But most of our women, they look in the mirror at their natural hair in the state and they think this is ugly. Their hair is ugly. So they teach this to the boys, the kids. We've made haircuts, bald fades and taper fades a style because we've been taught this indoctrination. So the foreigners come into our neighborhoods and see billions, But all we see is the BS, the high-powered bulls, all the negative, indoctrinations that we've been taught. Because like everything black is bad, black evil, sullen, dark, black male, blacklist. You hear me? Black cat. So with these indoctrinations, we have to start lifting each other up. We have to start seeing the value in each other so people can't exploit our community like that. Because if we continue to water everybody else's community except ours, we're not even going to want to live around each other. We're going to hate each other because we're at a lower state of fallen state of humanity. Lower economic, statistically speaking, African Americans have a higher chance of going to prison, higher chance of getting killed, higher chance of being on social services, higher chance of teenage death. So this is why this is very important that we pay attention to nationality. I'm getting long-winded though. I'm finna pass that though.
Good.
Yeah. I'm finna pass the mic. What you think about it though, brother?
Yeah, man. I thought a little throw it off. I got a little pop up here. I don't like those type. I don't know who do that and where they do it at. But hey, man, past that, man. I think Lil Baby opening the seafood restaurant, and a lot of what you just said is definitely connected. Even in Jamaica and Africa, you would be surprised at the Indian stores, Chinese stores, and all these different stores you see. Besides the people that actually live in those areas, they don't own anything around them, and I think it's in reference to people not valuing their time. Once you learn that how valuable and precious you are, then you can value the people around you, and then y'all can all value your time. When your time starts to make money, so to speak, when you make the money, like the goddess wrote a cookbook. She wrote a cookbook, and her mentality shows what she's thinking because she not only promoted her cookbook. If we value the goddess's time that she actually put in that cookbook, we further help her with her mission. She further helps us with our mission. We value each other's time. We all come up. The money starts to not mean nothing. If we are building our own communities, we start producing. Say we want a food truck or a restaurant, Lil Baby's restaurant. Once we start actually growing the food, then supplying our own food trucks and restaurants with the food that we're growing, we actually get to produce, and then we market, and then we distribute. So if you follow those same three things, if you can produce anything, you can market and you can sell it, our time would actually start meaning something. We wouldn't be so easy to take advantage of because we would know. But where we're stuck at, or where we have been stuck at prior to now, I think that we waking up quick. Like, I think all of this stuff is like I say, the fear that they throw out there is adrenaline. It's adrenaline. You get kids to think about taking tests. You have people always worried about something. It keeps adrenaline running through their blood, and that adrenaline makes you make bad decisions. If me and my ladies arguing all the time, I'm gonna feel like I need to go out and hop on something else just because of what we're going through. When this adrenaline starts pumping, and you like, damn, I got this to worry about. She bringing this to me. Now you're gonna make a unwise decision based on the fact that you have unnatural adrenaline making you make decisions. So when you look at the things that's going on around people and the world in general, when I say this Tupac, man, we on a constant onslaught, a consistent onslaught of something taking place. It's always something. Every time you turn around, it's something. So the best thing we can do is actually change our mentality. Listen to the Tupacs. Tupac was a great artist. There's no way with that kind of influence that they could have let him live to see 40 years old. If that man sees 40, he's definitely a politician. And he might be a president. It's very possible. He came in the music industry with no record, no criminal record. He caught his first felony with a rape charge that everybody knows he didn't even have sex with the lady. The people that had sex with her didn't, he ended up calling them out on music and all that because he felt like he was set up. But at the end of the day, man, a lot of this stuff is set up. The moment we realize it's set up, then you can take you can actually take advantage of it being a setup. You know, we got to learn to reverse the field, reverse these cars. You know what I'm saying? With the net, I'm going to pass it. It's Tiller, man. What you got, bro?
Hey, I appreciate that insight too, brother, man.
Body.
That brother, the pain runs deep. Share it with me. What he said? Yeah.
Well, for one, I feel very sabotaged. Like shit just went left. I don't know what happened. Wi-Fi got the trip, and I tried to restart the computer. It didn't want to do what it was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But I look like I'm glitching now.
Well, we back at it. Okay, we back at it though.
Yeah. We back at it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. To piggyback off what Namish said, he could have been a politician. He could have been a president. I don't think he would have been none of that. He was a rebel. You know what I'm saying? He might have ended up being in there because probably would have tried to push him that way. You see what I'm saying? But he was more dangerous outside of that. You see what I'm saying? Same as, you know, the tree of people that he branched off of. You see what I'm saying? The Panthers and shit like that. Like I said at the beginning, just what he represented, you know, he was dangerous. At some point in time, the powers that be realized that, damn, we probably should have left him as a backup dancer.
Yeah.
We probably should have kept him doing the hunt. You feel me? Because once he got that limelight, it was like, now he gonna show y'all what's really up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he got the speaking on the things that really have no nonsense. Only time you heard him really just go off on some shit, like on some tripping shit, was when somebody done pissed him off. Other than that, you go listen to his music, man. He had real music, man. Yeah, real. So I hate when some of these young rappers need to stop saying Pac influenced him. It don't fucking sound like it. It don't sound like it at all. You talk about something totally different than this nigga was talking about. So if you're a young nigga and the first song you bring up a Pac is Hit 'Em Up, then I don't even want to talk to you. I don't even want to talk to you. That ain't even his top 5 song. That ain't even really top 10. Up ain't even one of his best songs, but a lot of people bring that song up because of what? Because of the nonsense that was going on inside of the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Dear Mama and Brenda got a baby and all that shit like that. Them was the shits. You see what I'm saying? And those songs right there, the things that he talked about in those songs is essentially, you know what I'm saying, what made him a target. You see what I'm saying? Along with standing beside, you know what I'm saying, the type of figure that he was standing beside, you know what I'm saying, and Suge Knight, you know what I'm saying, because being aligned with him, being affiliated with him, and how deep he was in the gang life, it pulled Pac in. It's like a vortex. It pull you in. Once you get so close to it, you in. You damn near in there. You damn near a member. He was damn near a member. He was a member. He was an honorary member, basically, because he took on a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Which is how they could set it up to where, oh, he got killed by a Crip. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that's just perfect. That aligns perfect with y'all narrative. He's affiliated with the Big Blood. He's a hot rapper that's affiliated with a big time blood, and then he get killed by a Crip. Oh, that's very fitting. That's very fitting. That's very fitting for the narrative. Oh shit, you know, it's like what? You know what I'm saying? And then no shade to Pac. I ain't trying to cast no type of negative image on him, but that really wasn't him. You know what I'm saying? Even like you say in the music industry, we got the handlers, so sometimes people get pushed along to make certain type of music and shit like that. Not saying he wasn't a real, you know what I'm saying? You could be from the street nigga, from the streets and not be a gang banger or nothing like that. Was he a street guy? Yeah, he was definitely street savvy and all that, but he wasn't no gang banger. You see what I'm saying? So for him to get killed by a gang banger, so to say, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, and he was the target. Usually, if somebody don't gang bang and they get killed by a gang banger, they are not the target. You see what I'm saying? Oops, my bad. I killed the wrong motherfucker. I hit the wrong motherfucker trying to get this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I'm gonna pass that right there, man. Pass that right there.
Hey, I appreciate that insight, man. And once you start getting power, fame, and recognition, I think, and you're going city to city, you become a target. So you better believe you're gonna want your guys with you. You know what I mean? You interstate, you might be in New York, you might be in Los Angeles, you might be in Indianapolis, you might be in Oklahoma City, you might be in Philadelphia. You hear me? You think you gonna come on? You know the culture. Just you coming around from city to city around a whole bunch of people you don't know, potentially thousands of people. So most people go to work and come home. So I put a lot of the blame on the labels because everything rises and falls on leadership. You hear me? And these are their artists that they're sending in city to city, like I said, in a gangbang culture with no security, and they're getting killed. Or that's the narrative that they're painting. And once again, these are our children, and they use us to demonize our children. Because if we don't look at it like these are our children, then we're going to look at them like they not our children. You see what I'm saying? So these is kids, bro, 20 years old. Just think about when you was 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm about to say anything. More now we get out of control. We're more breathing. All right, man. All right, bro. We breathe. Not too power. You hear me? 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. What's bothering me? But in your 20s, man, I'm talking about it could be some mayonnaise. It's falling down. It's almost like the penitentiaries, Pettyville. You're So because they're immature, they're just coming into adulthood, probably experiencing love from the opposite sex, some little money, drugs, all type of vices going on in America, murder, TV. But apparently rap music is much worse than watching John Wick kill 1,000 people in 10 minutes. You know what I mean? This is how we demonize our culture. You don't see Europeans demonizing slavery. Oh, this is disgusting. I hate this is the worst part of But hey man, we got to be taught to love each other because we've been taught to hate each other to where the image to where we look in the mirror, our women is looking in the mirror and we don't like their natural hair. This is very imperative that we teach self-love, self-networking, self-unity, selflessness. We are raised to be individuals, and this is very counterproductive to nationhood building. You see what I'm saying? If all you can see is yourself in the picture, we have to be a part of the community. Community development, social development, politics, economics, and education. As well as military growth, because you see the Black Wall Street shit going on. Once we built this shit up, hey, they gonna come tear it down and take it or control it. You hear me? Man, they like us now. They inviting us with growls. You hear me? It's not growls, it's with smiles, but goddamn me, we still getting big. You hear me? So what's the difference of a dog biting you in the ass if he's smiling and growling? The biting on the ass is the same. You hear me? So this is why it's very important that we learn about community and start engaging in politics. I used to be, man, fuck that politics shit, man. That shit is rigged all them up. But we gotta start learning about parliamentary law, Robert's Rules of Order. You hear me? Community development, social development, economic development, political development. These are powers that we should be trying to empower ourselves because they have demonized us empowering ourselves. It used to be cool to be smart. Are you talking about Tupac's mama? They was fighting their cases, bro.
Yeah.
Back now in the games, they done dumbed it down to where you're supposed to be just dumb and retarded, do whatever. The dumb, it's no structure. And, hey, bro, they were fighting their own cases.
Yeah.
Now it's more Bibles in the prison than law books. You hear me? You're gonna see 1,000 Bibles on the pod.
They passed them motherfuckers out all day long.
Not one law book on the pod.
It take an act of the warden to be able to go to the motherfucking law library. What? That law library.
Let me learn you something.
Shit, it's gonna take you forever to get in that motherfucker.
Yeah, you better believe it. You can go to the law library. What is that? Well, I got an hour to get in there. You got to skate. Oh man, they got some high power books. People think you could get. Oh, you didn't take any classes? Did you become an engineer or
fuck? I wasn't in the goddamn feds, motherfucker. Shit, goddamn shit.
Yeah. Them motherfuckers who could take that shit, they ain't never getting out. They got 40s and 50s. You hear me?
They told me I ain't got enough time to take culinary arts. I couldn't even take culinary arts class.
I'm here for 10 years. You hear me? You mean I gotta sit up, watch sports, play chess, look at everybody else on the pod? You're not teaching me nothing?
Nothing.
What?
Get a Bible. Get a Bible. I mean, they want to keep you away from the Black's Law Dictionary. They don't want you knowing what any of the laws mean because at the end of the day, everything is militarized. I mean, the military, whoever got the biggest military, man, is in power. I mean, that's just the way this thing works. We try not to make it seem like that, but I mean, you think about it. The people who actually make the laws are the only people who can break the laws. Like murder is against the law unless they putting you in an electric chair. Then it's legal.
Right. It's cool in the motherfucker. They ain't got that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
when they say you gotta die, it's cool. It's cool for them to decide you.
I mean, they can tell you what everything that's legal and not illegal unless they doing it. I mean, so hey man, but shout out to Solo Drill, man. I gotta say, Goddess, you be coming up.
And what's up with the cookbook?
Yeah. We need the cookbook too. We
put it in comments. We're trying to get it right now.
We're gonna cop the cookbook.
If it's good, we're gonna tell you. We're gonna congratulate. But if
we gonna get on.
If it ain't talking about nothing, we're gonna get on your act. Nah, we ain't.
Hey, we need to get you a commercial and everything. We need to elevate that. But hey, man, she had a hell of a comment. Two things that I had to speak on. One, Ish spoke when he said that Tupac basically wasn't. I mean, but he said it that he had to. Yeah, bro, dude was a G. He knew how to shoot better than most average people did. He definitely could protect himself with his hands, but we get caught
on some money. He ain't worried about no dumb shit trying to kill nobody. I'm trying to make millions, bro. I'm not on that dumb shit. I'm gonna protect myself.
That's it. But all of that, broke people beef. Rich people, they beef is different. When they have war, it's a whole different. It's a whole different line of sight. But Solo Drea definitely said this that I got to go back to. She said, "Yes, a reflection of our mentality of our community. They are confused and have a misunderstanding of what love, financial literacy, community, and partnerships are important and need to be in the forefront." I mean, I think that is very true. You talk about financial literacy. This is why we are able to be taken advantage of. We have 0 sense of financial literacy. I mean, the fact that we don't know that things are produced, manufactured, distributed, and then distributed. They're marketed and then distributed to people. I mean, these are acts of business. This is acts of business. Every person that we run across.
African Americans are the biggest consumers on the planet. They laughing and bragging about ripping you off.
Not produce, consume. Trash compactors, they consume trash. Like anytime you just consume, but you don't produce, you are not busy. You're not busyness. You can't have a business that just consumes. It has to produce something. I mean, so yeah, I mean,
say that again.
Seriously, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
There's not a single business in this world that just consumes. You got to produce.
Right.
You gotta produce.
Right.
But yeah, I say definitely. Shout out to the goddess again. Definitely tune in with you always would. Like we always looking. You got demand to pop up. So I mean, man, with that being said, I guess I could be the first one to give my closing statement out here. Tupac Shakur, rest in light to the legend. If it is a rest in light to the legend. I personally am one of the people, call me a conspiracy theorist, call it whatever. I'm one of the people who think that if Tupac does make it out of Las Vegas alive, if he does make it out, he's going back to prison. He was only out of prison 9 months prior to his so-called decease. 9 months. And he was still in court facing a case. Dude was up the river if he lived. It's not one single person to say, yeah, man, I seen his dead body. The Black Panthers had everything on lock where you couldn't even go to the room where he was at. So I just say that to say this, that man did have an aunt that broke out of jail and went to Cuba. Black Panthers were known for faking their deaths. He put the story of Machiavelli out of there, and if you read the story of Machiavelli, everybody knows what happened with Machiavelli. Deuce came out with the 7-day theory. And in the 7-day theory, when did Tupac die in the hospital? On the 7th day. I mean, it's so much stuff just to think about. It'd be a little above my pay grade, but I just said stuff out there for people to think about. Definitely certain things for people to think about. If I did a song where I said they think I'm going back to jail, they must be on that dope. I mean, you got to think about some of the things that's put out there, but I leave that to the people who think whatever. But there's definitely people out there that say, hey, but shout out to the legend. I'm gonna leave that, and Lil Baby, man, shout out God Body for your seafood spot. Like, hey man, you doing business and showing that you can be more than a musician. God Body. Hey man, I love to see nothing more than my people getting money. Like getting money, having smiles on their faces, doing all the above, man. With that said, in closing, one love.
Man, salute.
Appreciate
that insight, King.
Man, salute. In closing, shout out to Lil Baby for his opening of the restaurant in our community, keeping it home base. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the money coming into our community instead of going out of the community. And I'm pretty sure where he's at, people are going to love it. People are going to it's definitely going to flourish. And I pray that it becomes a chain. You know what I'm saying? I pray he can make a chain up, right? And I'm gonna say shout out to Tupac, man, and what he represents.
Yeah.
To me, this little new bit of information, it means nothing. It means nothing. You can't distract us. You can't distract our community because we are secure in who Tupac was, and would always represent. You see what I'm saying? And that's power. That's power. You know what I'm saying? But before I end it, I just want to go back to something Dirty said earlier when he said our community tend to dislike a lot more things about us than anybody else. And I just want to say that's a direct result of us being boxed in. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a result of us being boxed in because by the boat, they brought us to this bitch in chain feet. Now culture. We traumatized. We can't even see it. You feel me? That's real talk. And it started then and it continues now. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, slaves could, or a little bit after slavery, black people could make probably about 25 cents, 50 cents an hour, some shit like that, right? Guess what? When I was working in the kitchen in the pen, I get about $15 a month for working in the kitchen. I don't know what that math add up to, but I'm pretty sure that's a low dime rate on the hour. You feel me? So they still got us boxed in. So it's definitely important for us to spread our wings, branch out, and make sure that we are communicating, like the Queen said, make sure we're communicating inside of our community and actually coming together and collaborating with each other. Because until we understand that, you know what I'm saying, we'll just be some Kanye Wests when we get our money. We kick and scream to get our people to look at us just so we can get back in bed with this motherfucker that kicked us out.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
God. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if I hurt anybody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my son. On his freestyle, he said, if I offend you, I meant to. So if you're mad about it, shit, nigga, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know he don't give a fuck, but it's probably more people that's not Kanye that'll be mad about what the fuck I just said than him. You see what I'm saying? And that's mainly to them motherfuckers. Cause I know he don't give a damn what the fuck I'm talking about, but still at the same time, it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, in closing, shout out to Tupac, Lil Baby. Always gonna be remembered. Lil Baby, keep putting that imprint out there. Keep imprinting on the community, man. You can definitely be that hero. You can definitely be that hero. Keep doing your thing.
Hey, I appreciate that insight, boy. He stimulated so much thought, boy. It had changed my whole motherfucking closing argument.
That nigga go back in the booth, nigga.
That nigga, hold on. Hold on, let me erase this shit. But yeah, though, I agree with most of the shit you said. Besides them bringing us here, because we was already motherfucking here. We the Indians that they talking about. You hear me? They just like they change. Just in our lifetime, we know about how many name changes: Negroes, niggers, blacks, African Americans. But we don't too much know about the Indians. These motherfuckers, they thought the earth was flat and you would sell off the motherfucking edge of the earth. They didn't learn science, mathematics, astrology, all this shit, literature, until they came into Egypt invading. They coming back, Sire, man. Jesus. They talking about motherfuckers 6'9" and beautiful gardens and bit, you hear me? So, like I tell, with the whole indoctrination of us, we have a submissive indoctrination. And I don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers, but let's use religion. We are to serve God. We aren't the gods in every other race. They see God in their image. You know, the Chinese, the Buddha, but the whole story to the indoctrination is that we are the gods that they're praising. Because Buddha was black, Muhammad was black, Jesus was black. The God story of creation is the woman. You hear me? But they changed it. So, man, right now in 1776, shit, Emancipation Proclamation. You hear me? Right now, today, we're still 3/5 of a human because we don't know our nationality, we don't know our language, and we don't know our last names. You know, so that's still today, 2023, right now. So it's like the Cherokee Nation, the Chickasaw Nation. They said they took, hey, we're all the same. They went to DC. They said, hey, we're the Chickasaw Nation. We're the Cherokee Nation. We're all the same. So they're entitled to federal land, federal health care, mandates, housing, all the things that they keep calling us niggers because we refuse to come to the White House in allegiance. We're raised to be individuals. And once again, like I said, that's critical to a nationhood building. So we have a beggar nation can never rise to its full potential. You know, if you got to keep begging and walk around with your hand out, hey, you got to take the scraps that they give you. So we got to scratch and fight for our rights. You hear me? Because our ancestors did it, and we're running around talking about we free, but that's not the case. So we appreciate y'all pulling up. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all here and y'all messing with us. One love.
Peace.
Peace.